U.S. fighters down Iraqi planes attempting to escape to Iran. Jordan's king calls for a ceasefire, saying Allied bombing is devastating Iraq. Bad times and fear of terrorism hit U.S. air travel. This is the CBS Evening News. Dan Ratto reporting tonight with a special War Update edition. Good evening. Allied warplanes kept up their round-the-clock punishment of Iraq and occupied Kuwait today. American fighter planes for the first time shot down Iraqi aircraft trying to flee to Iran. Saddam Hussein's forces continue probing along the Saudi Arabian-Kuwait border. King Hussein of Jordan called for a ceasefire. He accused the United States of trying to destroy Iraq's economy and culture. In Washington, in a statement that surprised some, Secretary of State Baker said after the war, the U.S. and its allies would help Iraq rebuild. Today's Allied military briefings listed another string of losses for Iraq, including some of its top fighter aircraft. Eric Ingberg reports.
For the first time in the war, American fighter planes this morning foiled an attempt by Iraqi planes to escape to Iran. F-15 fighters shot down 2 of the Iraqis, and pilots claimed 2 others, MiG-21s, were probably down. Allied claims that Iraq's air defenses have been totally shattered ran into a barrage of missiles fired at British bombers.
In one incident last night, a volley of surface-to-air missiles was fired at an aircraft, and in another, a surface-to-air missile attacked a Tornado aircraft, got extremely close indeed.
Saddam is apparently hiding at least some ground-to-air missiles for such surprises, saving them from Allied bombers, which have blasted many. Marine aerial infrared photos show a SAM launcher destroyed by one bomb. A missile cooks off, fires harmlessly as a result of the explosion. As the Allies knock out bridges in an effort to cut off food and fuel bound for the enemy army in Kuwait, the Iraqis are quickly replacing them with floating pontoon bridges. American units still waiting for orders to launch an offensive are on alert to take surrenders from line crossers. The POW count is now 850. 6 drove up to some Marines waving a white flag.
Their impression was that the majority of the individuals over there, if given the same opportunities that they had, would defect.
The Saudi town of Khafji, scene of the first land battle of the war a week ago, was hit again by Iraqi troops, this time by sea. Saudi troops repelled an Iraqi commando team in 3 boats, sinking one of them. With the Iraqis showing no signs of cracking, U.S. commanders got questions from skeptical reporters today on the lack of progress in the war. The generals insisted there is no Desert Storm stall. But the feeling is spreading across this theater that a ground offensive is now unavoidable. Eric Engberg, CBS News, Saudi Arabia.
2 U.S. F-15 pilots responsible for shooting down those Iraqi warplanes on their way to Iran talked about it later when they got back to base in Saudi Arabia. Scott Pelley has their story.
U.S. warplanes are now fighting to cut the Iraqi Air Force escape route to Iran. Today, 2 U.S. pilots shot down 4 enemy jets trying to flee Iraq.
Nicely done.
For security reasons, the pilots did not want to be named. Each shot down 2 Iraqi jets, 2 Su-25s, 2 MiG-21s, all of them ground attack planes.
Now one guy was pulling up